We have now interrupted your regularly scheduled programming to bring you.
Welcome to the show, everybody. We are the Warheads. I am your friend, Roscoe Brown.
Apocalypto Joe.
I am Kana.
Peoples.
And I'm Silk Threads.
All right, we got the whole cast and crew here. And before we get started, I just want to remind everybody to please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bells. We like to get your comments on anything, so jump in the comment section and, let us know if you approve or not, But yeah, just give us a listen. That's all we asking for. We the little engine that could over here. So, but anyways, just to get started with our topic today. Today we want to discuss something that we all kind of were talking about before recording, but yeah, the topic for today that I want to discuss, or we want to discuss rather, is can I date your ex? And we're just we're gonna discuss today whether or not that's a thing. Should it be a thing? Should it not be a thing? We'll just get everybody's intake and we'll get everybody's input on that. So before I give my input on what I have to say about that whole situation, I want to ask my partner Jovi what he thinks about, the possibility of maybe a friend of yours, an acquaintance of yours, or somebody that you know. Do you think that it's okay for that person, that if you were to break up with your person that you were with, who's now your ex, and now you have this acquaintance, this friend of yours who sees her, seems to be interested in her, and he comes to you and he asks you, hey, Jovi, can I date your ex? What would you say?
Well, this is what I would say, because it depends on the ex. See, some of my exes, they was just trash. They pretended to be one thing and then they turned out to be trash in the end. Others, not so much. Some of them I'm still good friends with. They were good peoples to me. I was good peoples to them. And we still retain probably a strong friendship. Depending on the acquaintance, if he's just that, an acquaintance, and is one of my trash exes, I'd be like, give it a shot. She might be better for you than she was for me. But if it was someone that I was super duper close to and I'm still dealing with them on a friendship level, I would have some reservations, kind of on the 80-20 side, 80-20 being no, 80% being no, 20% being maybe, but it would depend on a lot of other factors too. But like I said, it would depend on the ex. A lot of my exes, I don't even care if they dated the devil. And I'm gonna just leave it at that for now.
Good night. What you got?
This topic right here is kind of deep, you know what I mean? And that's why he kind of shortened it, because you can't go through all of this different situation, because it absolutely does depend on the ex, but not just depending on the ex. It just depends on the people who are involved. Are you a mature kind of crowd? Meaning, you know what? I understand something didn't work out between me and this person, but that doesn't mean it can't work out between you two. These are people who have their feelings and emotions intact, to me, because I feel like no one owns anybody. No one has any leash on anybody. You're not married to this person. You wasn't going to be married to this person. Now, if you have kids, that might change somewhat. I don't see that being okay, but it does depend on the friendship. I have a best friend. If she divorced her husband right now, hell no, I would not go behind her and date her ex-husband. No, that's absolutely no, you don't do that. And if you do that, then that says a lot about you and how you carry yourself as a person. But it does depend on the people. If you are mature enough to handle something like that. I don't think that people are just totally off limits when it's kind of like the situation that Jovi just explained. Because my thing is, you're an ex, this person has moved on, whether you like that person or not. If that person can't get along with somebody else that you know, kind of, sort of, or y'all talk all the time, it just depends on how close you guys are too. But this goes on in other races and other cultures a lot. I think our culture is the culture that is so emotional, so kind of like unstable in their emotions and not as mature, you know, or can take stuff like this. Because to me, if you're single, you're single. And when you want to marry somebody, that's when I say, you know, hands off. You know, if you gotten that far, if you slept with that person, yeah, that's that. But if you can be a mature person and say, you know what, hey, let me go to my friend and just see. And because the people, you know, we'll look at it, nigga, why would you ask me that anyway? Why would you come and ask me that anyway? You know, right. But it's still a conversation. At least I'm coming to you and saying, look, man, remember that girl you used to date down there, you know, back in the in college, man. You know, we reconnected, we saw each other, we had some. I know you used to date her. I'm just coming to you as a man or as a woman and say, hey, you know, hey, can I, you know, not can I, but I would like to date her. How do you feel about that? And if your friend has some kind of reservations about that, if you respect your friend enough, and if you respect that relationship enough, you'll take your hands off the situation. So that's basically how I see it.
All right. Peeps, what you got, bro?
I personally have a self-rule of any of my guys, once I done met your girl or somebody that you're interested in, you're not one of the guys. You know what I'm saying? I have no interest in you. There's nothing that you can say or do to make me interested in you. As far as one of my guys dating one of my exes, I done had that happen before. And at the end of the day, hey, if you want to go in after me, go right ahead. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. But what she said hits home because one of my exes is my kid's mother. And given that's my kid's mother, this is a woman that I decided to share my genetic information with and create a life. Nah, son. Nah, I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you, bro, because this person is special. This is a person that I hold on a whole nother level from any other woman. Right. And for you to, you know, try to step in, nigga, you ain't playing no daddy here. Nigga, I'm right here. You know what I mean? But any other female, go right ahead. You don't even need to get my blessing on that because she belongs to no one. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to the BM, my kid's mama, she ain't no BM. She my kid's mama. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm gonna see you, bro.
That's what's up. So, what you got, bro? Zoe?
Hello.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, just to piggyback off of what he said, it does go to that level, but at the same time, nowadays, or even for a while now, women are gonna do what they want to do. If they want to do that anyway, you don't have no saying to it, so she'll just do it behind your back. So you can't control anybody. You just gotta make sure that you have kids with the one you're finna be with. Like, that's literally what it is. I've made past mistakes in my life, and I have kids that I don't live with, but that doesn't mean that I'm not there. Like you said, I try to be there, but you can't control everybody. So you just gotta live your own life. Let them do whatever they want to do. They came to you. They could have seen that as some type of respect, but at the same time, you could take it as disrespect. You could be like, yeah, that was disrespectful because whatever, but at least that person has seen something to say, hey, maybe you might care about it, and they thought about you in the process. So you can't get mad at them at the same time, even though you just can't be run off of emotions. Let it be.
Yep.
And that's what I gotta say.
Yep.
Silky Smooth.
Boy, I'm over here. I damn near bit a hole in my jaw. Boy, y'all lost y'all goddamn mind, man. I wish my nigga would. That mean all the time you been kicking it with us, all these, however long you been with the chick, however long you been with her, your homie been there. You know what I'm saying? Your homie been kicking it, calling her sis. You see what I'm saying? Smiling and profiling in your face, when all of the time the underlay of the overplayers, he always wanted to hit your chick. You know what I'm saying? First of all, it's the principality of the situation. We partners. You know what I'm saying? If we was gonna hide something for the street, we'd be in the street doing that. You know what I'm saying? You don't live your life vicariously through me, waiting on me to fuck up so you could take my spot. That's not the homie. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? That's just a snake laying around in the grass waiting to bite you. And that's this is layered. It don't have anything to do about controlling nobody. It don't have anything to do about them showing you no respect, because first of all, nothing's respectful in this situation. When your homie wanna fuck your girl, when your girl wanna fuck your homie.
No, it's your ex.
You know what I'm saying? It don't
Your
matter
ex.
if they your ex.
He's
It
your
don't
ex for a
matter.
reason.
It don't
He's your ex
matter.
for a reason.
It don't
That's
matter.
right.
It don't matter. That's your homie though. And he your homie for a reason. So first of all, the bro
So
code
you're
is
mad.
broke.
So you're mad at every dude that's with every ex of yours.
I'm mad at my homies that's with any ex.
But if
of
he
mine.
asked you, he wasn't a homie in the beginning, so
If
he
he
can't
a- if
handle
he-
those standards.
If he with my girl, he wasn't my homie to start with. You
But
get
that's
what I'm
not your
saying?
girl though. That's the point.
It's not your girl. It's
That's
your ex.
my homie though.
It's your girl.
But we,
It's about the bro
but,
code. This ain't got nothing to do with no female. A hoe gonna be a hoe. A bro gonna be a bro.
Exactly, and that's how you weed them out.
But that ain't the
But that don't
topic.
necessarily
That's
mean
not
No,
the
that's how you
topic.
weed them out.
But that's not the topic. The topic is
She's
it
your ex.
okay for your homie to date your ex?
Yeah.
And it's not on no
So if-
level ever.
Even if you're in another relationship.
Don't matter. That's your ex.
But
At
do you
one
see how?
particular-
Do you see
at
how?
one, hold on. At one particular time, these two people were calling each other bros and sis for the sake of you and the relationship that y'all were in.
And that's their
So
problem.
do you see the deceit and the underhandedness that's involved in that situation?
And now you know where both of those people stand. That's how you weed them out. You let them
But
be, 'cause that's their life.
if they
You're
do
living
that,
your
you don't
life.
be cool with that. Who's
Yeah, you don't be cool with
that?
them. You know where they stand now, but it's not up
You
to me to
can't-
tell.
You can't stop nobody from doing nothing. That's what I'm saying.
That,
But they can't be your friend
no,
while
yeah, you
they're
have to kick
doing
it
it.
with them. Yeah,
That's
but
the
yeah,
topic.
you know
but
where they
that's
stand
that's
now.
what he's trying to
You
say.
know where they stand.
But I'm saying stay on topic. You can't say, well, she gonna do what she gonna do. He gonna do what she gonna do. Everybody gonna do what they gonna do.
When you
The
put that in the
topic
top,
is,
though,
are
you
you
have to think
cool
about
with
those
your
things.
homie doing that?
Yeah,
Which is
let
no.
me just say this. And I ain't mean to cut you off, Silk.
Everybody did.
Yeah, no,
sorry, man.
but I actually I get some of what Silk is saying on some of it, because I get actually there's validity in what everybody's saying here on both sides. I think more so in what Zoe and Kanai was trying to allude to as far as how I feel. But first I want to address what Silk was saying about, if you're in another relationship and then you have one of your guys who happens to link up with your ex. Now, from Silk's point of view, I do kind of get what he's saying from like you in the back of my mind, I will be thinking on some level, was he always scoping this out even while we were together or whatever that situation was? So some of that will pop up in your head. But overall, I do think, and this kind of goes to what Kanai was saying earlier about a maturity level I think that everybody has to adopt when you're dealing with these situations for the most part. I know that there's a lot of, I see Silk shaking his head, but because I know that there's a lot of emotional baggage that comes with this that people will, they will address, and that's the energy that they'll put into those situations, the emotional part of it. But if you're being a rational thinking person, if you take the emotion out of the situation, you will think and say, hey, first of all, I got my thing over here that I'm doing. I have a somebody already, so why would I even be, or even if I don't have a somebody, if that person is your ex, like you don't have like any type of claim to this person.
Right.
You know,
Are
so
we not the friend though?
no.
That's where the hurt comes from. The hurt don't come from the ex. Your ex. The hurt comes from the friend.
Right.
Because
That's what
9 times out of 10, this friend knows everything about you. You know what I'm saying? And went through shit with you. Y'all done had. That's why they're your friend. Because friends are people who are associated with people with stuff in common. You know what I'm saying? So.
But go ahead.
I want to. Go ahead, Joe B.
I was gonna say, let Silk finish his thought.
It's just this. It doesn't matter what a female does. No man can tell a female what to do, and obviously you couldn't either. That's why she your ex. So the fact that your homie 9 times out of 10 he was there when y'all broke up. He seen you go through that mental heartbreak. He seen you go through that emotional roller coasters. 9 times out of 10, he probably took you to the club to try to get your mind off the chick. You know what I'm saying? Or put you on with another chick to get you out of your funk. Because niggas just because we broke up, that don't mean people aren't devastated. Don't go through mental, mental problems with the situation. Everything ain't cool with a breakup. And then this guy, forget the girl. It's about guys. This guy is still hanging with you in your face, and now he want to hit the same chick you was just with. When it's 1,000 fish in the sea, it's millions of fish in the sea, bro. You can have any girl you want in the world. Why would you want the one that you was calling sis? Why would you want the one I went through? Why would you want the one I have a problem with? Or had a relationship with, or might be my baby mom's? You get what I'm saying? Why would you want what I had when you was around what I had? That means all the time you was around me, you wanted what I had. Now you got the opportunity. If anybody go behind you and they call themselves your friend and they mess with somebody you messed with, they wanted them the day one they met them. You was just in the way. You was in the way.
Depends on how fast that they hook up. But I will say this. First of all, ain't nobody gonna be that close to my man to call my man bro. First of all. Now that's not gonna even happen. Wait, let me finish, because I have a best friend who's married. I do not call her husband bro.
What you call?
He don't call. I call him his name.
Okay. So
I call him. Let me.
If they break up, you can go with them.
I didn't say that. I'm telling you. First off, ain't nobody gonna be in the vicinity of calling any. We don't need to be bro and sis. That's not going down. See, I'm old school. In the old school, our parents didn't sit around. That's that new generation shit where people do all this brother, sister, that sissy, that and all that sis. Yeah, that's that snake sissing you all the time in the first place. Anyway, I don't need you that close or calling. We don't do that. First of all, that kind of relationship, you allowed that person to get that close in that relationship for him to see everything. My best friend don't hardly tell me anything about her marriage, and she doesn't tell me anything. But I hear what you're saying though, Silk, and that's what I was gonna say, and I agree with you. I do agree with you that person, okay, that you have a problem with is your friend. And yes, I understand the dynamic of that. Yes, it's a lot of psychological things going on with that and everything. But here is the deal. There's another side to that. Besides being your friend, that woman that you were dating, that woman, you don't have any feelings for that person anymore. You're not dealing with that person. And who's to say? They might hook up 2-3 years, 4 or 5 years down the line.
It wouldn't matter if it was 20. But
I'm just saying, but that
you can't keep cutting people off and saying let you finish, love. We got a banter.
Okay, I'm done with it. Go ahead.
Let me say this, y'all.
I'm good.
Let me say this, y'all.
That's all I gotta say.
We just want to give. I just want to give
everybody a chance to speak, right?
Yeah. No, because
my bad. I'm good.
No, we all good.
I said my voice.
We all good, but Jovi, you can go ahead, bro.
Thank you for allowing me to have the floor. Speaker of the House, Roscoe.
No, today I'm playing the moderator today, so I'll be the moderator. That's fine.
Speaker of the House. No, I was gonna say this. Here's the gist of it all. I think everybody on this panel is actually right, believe it or not, because the issue is subjective to the people, the relationship, how close they were. I would have a problem with my ex and my homeboy being together because secrets are now involved. You know, you could be undermining some things from the future. Maybe there was some undermining going on during the time that I was with that person or vice versa. You know, Peoples, Eric made a good point about his baby's mom. She's off limits, period. No matter what they go through, the friends, they don't get to touch her. She shouldn't look at her. I'll say this. I remember when my ex, my daughter's mom, after we had broken up, had so much respect from the men that were trying to deal with her that once they found out she was the mother of my daughter, they backed away. It's like, nah, that's Joe V's baby's mom. We ain't going nowhere near it. And it took her a long time to find somebody just to be with, just because I knew so many people and I garnered that much respect. But I will say this. Expectations are the reasons why we have these heartbreaks in these relationships. If we don't expect anything from people, we won't be hurt. You know, people are imperfect. And more than that, we live in a time where honor is not sewn into the fabric of our society. We live in a very dishonorable society. People don't think about an honor code when they're thinking about, oh, that's my friend's ex. They don't even cherish friendship like that. It's all kind of knives in people's backs right now from people who have been betrayed by friends, family, lovers, you name it. And so the way you protect yourself is not to have an expectation, a real grand expectation of imperfect people, because they will fail you and they will let you down time and time again. And that's all I have to say.
All right, cool. But Peeps, you can go ahead and give any final take that you have about this whole deal.
You know, everybody brought up a really good point. Whether it's people just letting people be people, whether it's the idea of the mistrust of having these two people in the same room, and whole time, you know, this is what they could have been planning from the longest, you know what I'm saying? And it goes on male and female versions too. I mean, normally by this being a mostly male cast right now, you know what I'm saying? We speaking from bro code, but sisters got codes too, you know what I'm saying? And what it all comes down to is, like I said, a self-rule. You know, everybody needs to really sit down and understand who they are and what they mean to people, you know what I'm saying? And I think once they understand that means so much more, you know what I'm saying? We always looking at ourselves, but we never consider the next man, you know what I'm saying, or the next woman. So I think that's critical, you know, especially dealing with relationships.
Word. So what about you, bro?
I mean, not to mention that what Silk was saying, yeah, you just don't have to surround yourself around those people. Then you gotta start thinking of, how have I been surrounding myself with these type of people? Like, you just gotta look at it. It could be a blessing in disguise for you to actually have to realize some reality. Just look back and say, you know, maybe I gotta deal with everything. Look at everything through different ways. Often take a second look, because everything that it just doesn't fucking have to shine. It's fucking crazy. Like, people just don't think about this shit. Like, you have to look at it in all aspects. All aspects of all life. Everybody else is out here trying to do the same thing you're doing. You can't slip. It's a slippery slope when you do.
No,
You just gotta look back but live life for yourself. You can't control anybody. And if you let somebody else live that much in your mind where you care about that much, like, whatever. At the end of the day, what does it matter? Because you're doing you, right? That's it.
Mm-hmm. Kanai?
I'm good. I said what I had to say. But there is a sister code, and I have something to say on that too. But maybe that's another topic for another time, apart from this. But I'm good. Everybody did make good points.
Yeah. No. And no, just to give a little take myself, again, like Jovi said, I think there is some valid points that everybody's making on everybody's side. It is very subjective. It does depend on a lot of different things, a lot of different elements, the people, the situations, the timing, all this type of stuff. So, and the maturity level as we go back to, or the lack thereof in these situations. So, a lot of different variables that could change, whether or not a person is going to make a move in this direction. Me, myself, I do agree that it's probably just best that if you happen to, that person is the ex of somebody that just probably just be hands off in that situation. Like Silk said, there's just a lot of fish in the sea. You avoid a lot of just these stresses and having to worry about all of this elephant in the room type of stuff. You know what I mean? So if you just deal with somebody who nobody knows, you'll probably be better off. But you do happen to deal with this situation. It just is what it is, and it goes back to those variables and all that stuff again, like I said. Joe.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Come join us as we go in on these topics. Warheads.